To make money in real estate, sometimes you need to think outside the box. We'll show a handful of beginners how to profit with short-term rentals using properties they don't own.
This one could bring in $3,000 or $4,000 a month.
They will need to prove they have what it takes to become a house hacker.
Based on my success with Airbnb and with using other people's properties, I'm going to teach you the 5 L's to be able to use properties you don't own to start making money today. And these 5 L's are locate, lease, make livable, list, and leverage.
In the last episode, Kyler won Brian's Step 3 Make Livable contest by proposing a budget and providing the best plan on how to stage this living room.
And the winner of the design challenge is Kyler. Congratulations, Kyler.
Thank you very much.
Let's see how Kyler's design plan is coming together.
Kyler,
Hey, Brian.
what's going on, buddy?
Not much. Good to see you again.
Wow, you've been hard at work here, it looks like.
Yeah.
We're almost there, it seems. So tell me about what we got here. These chairs look great. Where'd you get these?
Yeah, you can see they're pretty comfy. These are the actual ones that I put in the plan for the staging.
Okay.
And they were about $200, so well within our budget.
Wow, they look like they're a lot more expensive.
Yeah, and they
than
actually like recline back, so you can put your feet up a little bit too. Get real comfy.
Great. Wow, this looks great. So yeah, we got a lot of items here. Tell me about these items back here. Got some picture frames. It looks like there's nothing in these right now, but what are we going to do with these?
Yeah, so these are the picture frames that we're going to put on the wall over there, and we're going to use the local places around Charleston for that local flair. When people come in from out of town, they'll get a little piece of Charleston in the pictures.
That's great. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these came in.
All right, that looks great. And we're going to put these plants, I think, on the fireplace. Is that right?
Yeah, so these are the 2 plants we're going to put on each side of the fireplace up on the mantle. Just a little bit of green to liven up the room.
That's good. And I noticed you've got a couple pieces here that I had in the garage. So here, this piece here?
Yeah, so that was one of the bookshelves that you had, so we're going to utilize that as well. Put knickknacks and books on it, and that was at 0 cost to the budget, which is nice.
Yeah, I like to collect these items when I find cool stuff and just put them aside for future B&Bs.
Yeah, it works perfect.
And I noticed here's one as well. Now, the TV was initially going to be here. You decided not to put the TV here.
Yeah, so I initially wanted the TV there, but you had made the recommendation maybe it would be better on that wall because the plugins are high over there. And with how we put the chairs and the couch is going to be right there, people sitting here wouldn't be able to see the TV. So this actually works better for viewing. And then this was actually one of your pieces as well, and it frames this wall perfectly. So we used that here, and again, $0 to the budget, so that was nice.
That works great. And the table, I thought these were going to be white nesting tables. What happened here?
Yeah, so we still have the white nesting tables, the 2 different levels, but this one right here actually matches that coffee table better.
Okay.
And so we put the white nesting tables in the other living room, so we're still utilizing them.
Okay, great. So we're still got those. And one thing that you may have noticed, this table here is not what you picked out originally.
Yes, I did notice that.
I picked that one out, and the reason is because I got to show you something pretty funny. Your coffee table.
Oh, no.
This is your coffee table. No. Yeah, it looked beautiful online, and I told you to go ahead and get it, but I guess you probably didn't measure, or you didn't see the measurements, or what's going on?
We ordered the wrong size, obviously. That is not big enough for a coffee table.
They called this a coffee table? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so that is small.
Okay, that's very small. It's a beautiful piece. I'm thinking maybe we put it on the fireplace hearth or something like that.
It's definitely beautiful and well built. So yeah, we need to use it for sure.
Okay, so the lesson here is make sure you get measurements on everything before you buy it.
Double check before I buy. Okay.
No, I love it. I think we should keep it.
Yeah, we can use it.
Okay, so what I'm amazed by is that these items are not expensive. I mean, from the chairs to the table, this table I found on IKEA, and they just shipped it right here, so that was inexpensive, and I had my handyman put it together. That's great. Okay, and we reused the rug, right? You found this rug out in the garage as well?
Yep, so you had that one, so thanks for letting us use that.
Okay.
That was, again, $0 added to the budget, so it helps.
Okay, yeah, I got all these things used, so they weren't much at all. So that's another thing to remember is when you're doing staging like this, you don't have to buy new stuff. I mean, we did buy these because they were well within the budget, but you can get a lot of nice pieces used for very little money. So I like the way this is coming, but I did notice one big thing is missing. There's no sofa. So where's the sofa?
Yeah, so the sofa, it's the sectional or the pull-out sofa that you recommended.
Sleeper sofa?
Yeah, the sleeper sofa that I put in the plan.
Okay.
So it'll be a full-size pull-out, but it's not going to be here for another week.
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah.
We really need that in order to finish this up.
Yes.
Okay, so we got to get that soon. So you think about another week to get that in?
Yeah, that should be here in a week, yes.
Okay, great. So one of the things we need to think about is with sleeper sofas, you're going to have pillows, blankets, sheets, all that kind of stuff. there's really nowhere to put that in the room. So what are we going to do with all that stuff?
So I thought about that, and I hope it's okay. I found a sectional couch that is another pullout.
I noticed that.
That's in the living room, and I found it at IKEA, but I looked online and found it on Facebook Marketplace for half price.
How much did you spend?
So it was only $250.
Wow,
Lightly
okay.
used. But that pulls out to another sleeper sofa in the other
Okay.
living room, but it also has a storage bin that comes up underneath one of the cushions.
Okay.
So we can put all the pillows, the blankets, and everything under there for both of the sleeper couches.
Okay, great.
No clutter in here or anywhere like that, and easy access for the guests.
Okay, that's great. So it looks like we can sleep how many people in this house now?
So it'll be 2 in here, 2 in the other living room, and then the 3 bedrooms. So we can get up to 10 people in this house.
10 people. Wow, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
Okay, that's more money in our pocket.
Exactly, yeah. I was excited about that find. I hope that's okay.
No, that's great. I think that's great. So what we'll do is we'll do 6 guests in this property, and then we'll charge a little bit extra for the additional 4.
Yep.
Which will add a little bit of money to the bottom line as we move forward.
Exactly.
Especially with the larger parties. All right. One other thing I want to talk about is the fireplace. Why don't we go step
Okay.
over here real quick? The third L of the B&B formula is to make it livable. Now, the most important thing that you need to remember when you're furnishing a property is that you don't have to spend a lot to make the place look amazing. Most people overspend when they try to furnish a property. For example, most of the furnishings that you can buy can be very high quality used furniture, and you can buy everything used for the listing except the mattresses, of course. And oftentimes you can get things very inexpensively online. For example, on Amazon, you can buy your furniture and have it delivered right to the front door of your listing.
Still to come on House Hackers. The contestants will learn the next step of Brian's 5-part house hacking strategy.
Ready to become a house hacker? We are selecting a few new clients to work directly with Brian and his team to locate, list, and profit with properties in your area. To learn more, click the link below this video or visit freebnbcall.com.
All right, so one of the things I wanted to talk about with the fireplace is we have a gas fireplace here. Now, it's always risky when you're allowing your guests to use a gas fireplace, especially if they've never used it before. This one's a little tricky to operate. If they leave the gas on, it's a huge liability for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that I might not have the gas turned on here, but we got to figure out something to do to kind of make this look cozy and warm. I don't know if you have any ideas.
I was leaning that way as well, not letting the guests use it. So I do have one idea I wanted to run by you that I think would be pretty cool.
Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to checking that out. So I think what I'll do is I'll turn that off.
Yeah.
I know that sounds kind of strange, but you always want to think in terms of safety with your listings and find out if there's anything that could cause a problem or a risk to your guests. It might be a good idea to not use that. Another example would be pools. I don't have a pool here, but if you ever have a pool, you want to make sure that you thought about safety, you have a fence or some kind of alarm around it in case a kid were to fall in. So you want to think about all of those kind of things when you're talking about putting guests in the property.
Got it.
Okay, great. So we got a few more things to do here. I know you're going to put decor here. You got a mirror that's coming here, right? So we're going to get all that stuff done in the next couple days, hopefully. And I'd love to take a look at the sectional that you have here in the front that you got.
I want to show you that.
All right, let's check that out.
Okay.
This looks great. Wow. Okay, so you got this used. It looks new.
Yeah, so this was $250 off of Facebook Marketplace. Lightly used, as you can see, looks in great shape.
Yeah. This is great. So where did it come from originally? You said IKEA?
Yeah, so I found the exact same one at IKEA, but then looked online and found it for half the price.
Okay, great. And I see some straps here. So this is a sleeper sofa?
Yeah, so I mentioned it's a sleeper, so you can grab that strap right there,
right here.
and we'll pull it straight out, and then you just lift it up.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, so it's the
And I
pulls
guess
out.
these come off here as well?
Yes.
Okay, great. So it looks like it's easily going to sleep 2 people, full size at least.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, this is great.
And then I mentioned there was storage out here to put the blankets and the pillows in. So if you lift up right there.
Right here?
Yep, just pull straight up.
Oh, wow, that's huge.
Yeah, so it's plenty of room to put the pillows and the blankets for both the couch in the other living room and this one. So it's not cluttered anywhere, and we'll put that in the listing, obviously, and let everybody know that's where they can find it.
That's a great find. What did you pay for this again?
$250, yeah.
$250. Okay, that's a bargain. Okay. Okay, so that's great. I also see that we have the nesting tables that were going to be in there originally.
Yep, exactly. I thought they worked well right here. They go with the carpet or the rug right here, so it looks great.
And where did the rug come from? It looks
And
familiar.
this is another one of yours. So,
Okay,
yeah.
this is one of the garage finds that we
Yes,
had out there.
yep.
Okay, this looks good. Okay, it's coming together. Great. I like the way you're doing this. So I want you to go ahead and just blitz the rest of the house, get everything else done
Cool.
in the next few days. And this reminds me of something that we want to talk about here when it comes to photographing sleeper sofas. What you want to do is make sure that your guests don't have to imagine the kind of place that they're going to be sleeping, because as they're looking at your listing and they're trying to figure out how many people they can put in that property, you want to go ahead and paint a picture and make this place staged both ways.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have the photographer take a photo of the sofa the way it was, and then another photograph with it all made up. So we're going to put the sheets and the blankets and tuck it in and put all the nice pillows on here and make it look super cozy, so they can easily see not only the size and see that it sleeps 2 people, but see themselves wanting to sleep there. So you don't want to have them guess, because a lot of hosts won't do that. So they'll show a photo of the sofa and say it's a sleeper sofa, just imagine what it'll look like. So we want to do that on both of these. We're going to go ahead and take a photograph of them before and after.
Got it.
That brings us to staging. Staging is important for 2 things. Number 1, the photos, so that you project this property on the site that is a place that people want to book. And number 2 is for the guest experience, so that when they show up to the property, not only are they wowed, but they give you a 5-star rating. Okay, so I think you definitely have a knack for finding bargains. I like the style that you're coming up with, the way you're putting this together. So I guess what's next is I need you to go ahead and blow out the bedrooms, go ahead and get the kitchen done, go ahead and get the last few things, including the sofa, and we'll try to tie all this together so we can bring the photographer in.
Yeah, for sure. One question I have is, just so we're on the same page, about how much do you want me to budget for the bedrooms?
Okay, good question. So initially we budgeted about $1,200 for the main room, but overall the entire property, what I want you to think about is when you do an Airbnb listing and you're looking at furnishing it, I want you to spend about 3 times whatever the market rent is. So in this case, it's a $1,200 market rent for this house. So I'd say about $3,600 is what you're going to try to keep the budget under for the entire thing. Okay. Now in this case, you got some used stuff that was really cheap, and that's what you're going to try to do to keep that budget down. But I think at this point you're going to have to keep within that number in order to hit our target of 3 times the market rent. So do you think you could do that?
Yeah, I think I can make that work.
Okay, great.
Across town, Corrine is still the only contestant to close an owner and sign a lease.
I was thinking it was a pretty good idea.
Pretty cool idea, right?
She is now working on step 3 of the process, which is to make her listing livable and ready for guests.
Hey everyone, Corrine here again, putting this Airbnb together. We rolled in Monday night, put my orders in for IKEA, lots of IKEA stuff. As you can see, I'm putting together pillows. We've got furniture being assembled right now. We've got a washer and dryer here that I had ordered. Actually, I got it from an appliance store refurbished, so sitting here in the living room for a while. We have no electricity here today. That's the big thing. Actually, the house did not pass inspection, and I have to get some upgrades on the electrical. So we're going to get another inspection on Friday. And then hopefully if it's a go, then I can get my short-term rental insurance, which is really important to me. So we're working on that, no power, putting together furniture. I've got my sidekick over here, Scott. He's putting together my sofas, my bed frames.
The third thing to consider when you're trying to make a listing livable is the amenities. Now, once again, we're going to steal ideas from the hotel industry. Think about when you go to check into a hotel, all the things that you get for free, what I call freebies. So this might be the soaps and the shampoos, it might be the coffee and the cream or the waters that they give you complimentary. You want to think about providing all those same amenities for your guests, but then taking it to the next level. You want to go above and beyond what the hotels are doing. That's how you wow your guests.
The big thing really right now is get everything set up, washed, cleaned, the laundry, the bedding washed, the towels washed, everything washed, ready, set up, and put into the maid closet. I plan on having my maids clean everything at the house and do all the laundering at the house. They will work from 11 to 4. And I'm actually interviewing a bunch of these folks throughout the week. We may see one come in shortly. So I'm interviewing the maids, interviewing the maintenance guys. I'm getting a lot of luck. I put the ad out on Craigslist and we have a lot of good response. So I've kind of staggered all these appointments throughout the day over the next 3 days. And then in the final days to come next week when I plan to be ready to go, I will walk through with the maids and go step by step through the procedures that I wish for them to follow. I hope this goes off without a hitch, and we get a lot of happy guests coming throughout the up and coming months. A lot of good things, a lot of good reasons for people to come visit, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this all develops.
Hey, thanks for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed learning the next step of my 5-step process. And in the next and final show, we're going to announce the winner of the competition. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of House Hackers.
Global tourism makes up 10% of the entire world economy. But over the last year, much of the money that flows into travel has been spent on consumer products. That is now changing. Billions of dollars are now flowing back to experiences like travel. Learn how to house hack in your town and work directly with Brian and his team to get in ahead of the coming wave of demand. To learn more, click the link below this video or visit freebnbcall.com.